Hey, welcome to our video. In this video, we're going to talk more about the crypto bot trading signal. All right, with buy and sell signals with using RSI. Welcome to Geek Investor, your resource for all things crypto. Before we begin, just a quick disclaimer: this is not financial advice. Please do your own research and only invest what you can afford to lose. All right, having that said, let's dive right in. Take note, you can also join our free Telegram, which I update very frequently about my latest findings that got related to crypto as well. So recently I have been searching around for signals, and I use a lot of signals. As you can see, I hype a lot of them, but this is one that I find is very newbie friendly and very useful for manual trading and also bot trading as well. So where to find this is click on, you need to have the pro version of TradingView to do this. If you want to program it with your bot. If you just do manual trading, you can use the free trading view, no problem. All right, so what you do is go to the indicators, you search RSI and you type strategy. All right, and the one that you want to look for is this one. All right, GUIKROTH. All right, which has more than 2,000 reviews on this. So this is the signal we're going to talk about. All right, so this signal, what does it do? All right, basically what it does, it just shows the buy and sell signal on the RSI. There are a few ways to use this, and if you can, try to use the default settings. So by default, it's set at 14, 70, 30, which is very common setting for lots of traders all around the world, and many people use RSI as an indicator. What does the RSI actually really do? What it really does is something like this. All right, so this is another version of RSI. This is how my RSI look like. So when anything that's above 70 means it's overbought, anything below 30 means it's oversold. And normally when something is oversold, you notice the trend will go up. So it means the price will go up, and then it's overbought, the trend will go down. All right, so that's basically what RSI is. It's a relative strength index to tell you how much strength there is in the current crypto. So you can see from even just here alone, okay, you can see that every time when it touches near the bottom here, which is the 30, all right, which is around this area, all right, you'll notice the price start to go up. All right, when it go above 70, which is normally what people use, all right, the price start to go down, but now it's not going down yet. All right, so it's very subjective. And what I realized, I've been trading for a few years. All right, normally this is on a 1 minute time frame. All right, but normally when you use a higher time frame, all right, the more accurate this RSI is going to be. Okay, but the problem with this is that with a higher time frame, the you need to wait really very long for a trade, which many YouTubes and gurus don't talk about. Okay, for example, all right, this, let's say you're looking for a long trade. All right, means you're looking for a buy signal. All right, this happened on the 10th of January, and the next one was let me see, this is on midnight. All right, this is on 7:50. So are you going to sit on the terminal on your computer for 8 hours just for this signal? I don't think anybody would like to do that, to say 8 hours just to look for one signal. Okay, so this is on the 10, and then this one's on the 9. So one day there's only one signal per day, which many videos don't talk about this, unfortunately. All right, it's very easy to explain how to use, but many people don't talk about the time frame. All right, that you need to wait for one signal to happen. All right, so and one thing interesting is you notice the higher the time, normally the more accurate the indicator will be. You can see if you do a sell here, that's almost let me see, 15% profit here. All right, even if you did one over here, all right, the 7% here. All right, this one's 3 is about maybe 7. Okay, and then this one, the one is around here. So you'll make a loss at 3% for 5 hours, and then after you go up at 9%, or even up to here is possible like 14%. So you notice the higher the time frame, the more accurate the RSI is going to be. Okay, because that's how it is. And you go even higher and higher, all right, you will notice even more. Let's look at the most popular thing right now is Bitcoin. Okay, so another interesting thing a lot of people don't talk about is which pair do you use to trade, whether is it manual trading or bot trading. For me, I personally love to trade manually on 1 minute time frame. All right, so 1 minute time frame, I will trade manually. For bot trading, it means I use the bot to trade. I will use normally 3 minutes or 5 minutes time frame. Okay, that's if you want more profits, you go for higher time frame, like 15 or 30. But the higher you go, you will notice there's less signals per day. Maybe only one signal every 1 or 2 days. So it's pretty slow, but the accuracy of the RSI will be stronger on higher time frames. The lower you go, the higher the risk it is. So if someone like me who is not very patient, you will notice that the lower time frames are more riskier, but at the same time, is more profitable as well. Okay, so how do you use this? Depending on each individual, how they want to use. Some people use this indicator for manual trading. Some people use it for me. I use it for bot trading. So actually, you can program. Let's say every time when there's a buy, you can program the bot to buy a buy on the bot. Okay, so the bot that I'm using today is the revenue bot, which I share in my other videos. You can check it out yourself. But this video, I'm just going to show more about the indicator itself. All right, so what happens if, let's say, you want to do a buy, you can actually do an indicator, do alert to tell you to buy or sell at the appropriate time. And you can set the bot to actually send the signal to do the trade automatically for you. So that's a wonderful thing about bot. But if you're doing manual trading, normally I suggest either use 1 minute or 3 minute time frame, because it's really very long to sit on your computer to wait for so long. Like for example, this trade, this buy trade and this sell trade, all right, it's quite short. So this duration from here to here is about 30 minutes, all right. But this one, it takes about 3 hours, right, for the trade. Of course, if you're patient, all right, you would have made a profit of about 1% here. All right, and then another profit here is about maybe 1.4%. What's interesting, many people don't highlight this. I found out myself as I was trading. This is on Bitcoin. All right, it's on a 1 minute time frame. You'll notice what's interesting is that on short time frame and different pairs have different profit margins. So you can see from here to here is about only 1.5. But if I open up, let's say for example, I open up H bar, for example, all right, one swing, all right, can actually have more profits. So let's say from here to maybe somewhere here, all right, you'll notice it's 2.31. Sometimes some can go really crazy, like from here to here is like 6%. So you don't see 6% in Bitcoin. The reason why, because most likely the market cap is lesser than Bitcoin, and also the volume on this is higher sometimes. But the danger is that even though the price change is very drastic, you can lose money really fast. But there's always a way to prevent that as well. If you have done your homework and do a back test, you will know roughly what's the biggest dip that can happen within a certain currency. So for me personally, if you're trading manually, all right, I use this as the base to just give me an idea like where the trend is moving. So let's say I'm trading now at this particular part here. So what I'm waiting for now is I'm looking for a short order. All right, waiting for a short order. Okay, so that will give you an idea like what are you looking out for, rather than blindly waiting down there sitting wondering should I buy a long or buy a short. Okay, so you can only do that in futures. Okay, future contracts. That's one thing good about and you can do leverage as well. Okay. Another currency that I trade on mainly is ICP, HBAR, and XRP. So ICP is one of my favorite currency to trade on because the volatility is really very high. All right, you can see from within 3 hours it went up by 9%. Of course, if you did a short here, you lose a lot of money, but at the same time, you know that it will go up and down, pretty a lot of percentage. Okay, so why do I love to trade at this kind of time frame? Okay, you notice carefully now that I choose my favorite currency, the ICP. All right, you notice right. All right, most people in trading they aim for 1% profit. So to get 1% on ICP is not hard to get it because of the high volatility. Right, so for example, let's say the signal starts here, all right, around here. To get 1%, it only needs to move just for about how long? About 10 minutes. All right, 10 minutes to get 1% from here to here. All right. Obviously, you can set stop loss and all that. All right. But just only within 10 minutes, you make 1%. If you want to make 1% of Bitcoin, sometimes it can take hours or minutes longer than other currency. So for me personally, I use ICP to trade most of the time, my personal one. Of course, sometimes the trading will be wrong. So let's say, for example, uh, you saw this signal, there's a sell here. So you will sell around here. So this one you only make a profit of about 0.67, which is also not too bad. All right. So of course, obviously you can set a stop loss as well. So if you're doing manual trading, you depend on this to go in and out. All right, you can definitely make money as well. Of course, you need to set a stop loss as well. But you will notice because the volatility is so high, all right, there's a chance you will lose money as well, very fast as well. So for example, let's say you depend on this, you want to do a buy position, maybe you bought it over here, all right, immediately you start losing money, all right, you can see you do a long here, you just go losing money. But what I normally do when I'm trading, I will do my research. So for example, before I start trading, I want to find out how much can it go down before it goes up again. So you can measure from here to here. All right. So it's 3.4%. So you give yourself a measurement. For this case, let's say for example, you are trading on a 1 minute time frame. So you are mentally prepared to do a DCA at 3%. All right, which means if you buy the price at this line, for example, which is this line over here, okay, after it drops 3%, which is around maybe here, all right, around here 3%. All right, I will draw another line for example here. All right, so you do a long position, means you hoping when you buy here the price will go up, but instead of going up, it actually went down, and it went down really very bad. Okay, so it went down for how long? Let's say from here to here, it was 2.5. So some people will just take the loss, and make and that's it. Okay, so what I do is I don't panic. I already know it will drop up to 3 to maybe even 9%, which is possible. So what I will do normally, I'll do a DC, means I'll do another long position after 3% drop. When you do that, what you are really doing is that you actually averaging the price. So you will start the price at here. So anything that's above here, you make a profit. So sometimes what I do is that when you reach this point here, all right, I will actually wait for it to hit 1% sometimes, and then I will just close the trade. All right, that's how I make money. So this will actually help to reduce your losses in the long run. So it's a bit advanced, but just sharing, what I do when I trade manually. Do I do this using a bot as well? Yes, I do. All right. Personally, I nowadays prefer to do a short position compared to a long position, because I realized many times when I was trading, it's very easy for the price to drop down than to go up. All right, depending on the overall trend. Of course, this is not always true. There will be always cases where basically like this case, when you want it to go down, it go up so high like 9%. All right. Obviously, you can set stop loss as well, but it's up to personal preference as well. For me, I like to DCA my trade at least 2 to 3 times before I exit the trade, so that I don't like to take stop loss. Sometimes I don't even put stop loss as well. So this is how I trade personally. But as I say, this is not financial advice, but this is my personal style of trading. So if you want more accurate trading, I can always switch to 3 minute time frame and 3 minute time frame. And what you can really do is to adjust. If you're doing this manually, all right, you can actually adjust your, let's say doing short, right? So if you're doing short, you want to increase your RSI, okay, so that you will not always trade on the right two oversold. So the higher the number it goes, it means you need to have a higher rate of oversold. But what I find as I was playing with this is that I realized I just was playing around with the numbers, and I was trying to make the sell at the very top possible. So when you adjust according, and what's interesting, every currency is different, right? You notice when I adjust like this, right, here is a very good sell position, but here is not a very good sell position, as you can see here. Okay, and what's interesting, there's this button that can inverse. So if you inverse, right, you just play around with the numbers, and then you just look at which signal do you think is best that you want to follow. I'll just play around with the numbers. But if you are new, I won't recommend you to play around with the numbers. You may not know what this actually means. Okay, and you can lose money. For example, if you sell here, you lose money because it's a skyrocket go up. Okay, so yeah, so check out the indicator. It is free online, and I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you like this tutorial, do consider to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and also join our free Telegram, where I share my latest findings as well. God bless. Have a great day, and remember to only invest what you can afford to lose. God bless. Bye.